up, y'all? What's up, y'all? We are here this afternoon to talk about the old school Cooley High. We are talking about that today. And I got a couple of people in here already. So get on in here. I do have my this is what we usually do on once a month. We do pick an old school movie. We usually put everything up in a poll. If this is your first time here, please hit the like, hit the share button. Put me up in that algorithm, y'all, and holla at your girl. We are coming on today to talk about Cooley. I got my girl Tamika from Tamika's Den in.
Hey,
And I
hello,
also
hello.
got, what's up, Tamika?
What's
Okay, and I also got Inga. She's um, to the channel. She's one of my day ones, and she's one of my moderators. She's here. We're gonna talk about that this afternoon. What's up, Inga?
Hey everybody.
And
Hello.
all right. Tamika, if you can you please share it in the Discord so that they
Okay.
know that we are live right now talking about it. And I just want
Today I'm Big Martha from the Hangout Spot.
that's what I was getting ready to get to.
I
Tell us why you Big Martha.
said, well, I had my hair wrap on, and I saw Big Martha with that hair wrap, her scarf, and she had that meat cleave. I said, okay, I'm Big Martha today. That's what Big Martha from the Hangout Spot.
All right, so who we got in here so far? We got Suburbia Jones, we got Antonio, we got Michael Wilder. Is it Michelle Wilder? Steve, what's up, Steve? And we also got Rashandria, Monique 69 Ways, RC. What's up, y'all? So let's get into it. So what is the nostalgia with Cooley High, Inga, that you love with this movie?
You know something? It's a feel good movie. It's you go through all kind of emotions. You're happy and laughing, and then you get sad.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's a coming of age story. Um, then also, even though these were young men or boys or young guys, but as a female, I did a lot of this dumb stuff. I hung out in the street, but as a teenager, if one of my parents was sitting here, they'd tell you I hung
Mhm.
out in the street. We sitting out doing all kind of silly stuff, all kind of. That's why I could be. I was in here laughing when I was watching it today. So as I said, I remember all of these things, the parties and hanging out with your friends, on hanging on the corner. So
Oh.
it's a great movie. It's
A
a
lot of
feel good movie.
nostalgia, yes, a
A
lot
lot
of
of nostalgia.
nostalgia.
Yeah.
Hey LSW, what's up? So we are going to be what's your the thoughts about Cooley High when you watch this movie? Because this is a movie that you could watch time and time again just for the nostalgia.
Yes. Yes.
Tamika, what's your thoughts with the movie?
Well, I had some fun facts that I wanted to share. May not be exactly fun, but y'all know whenever we doing these throwbacks or Black Celebration, sometime I come across things, and I actually had just literally came across it a little bit before we went on. But
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Inga. First of all, I think everybody can relate. Man, woman, girl, boy. Like, we all been teenagers and feeling like you fearless and you got, everything ahead of you and you know everything. And then like with the mom that was working the three jobs, I said, Lord, I don't work three jobs. I don't work two
Yeah.
jobs and
I
went to
work too.
school
Yeah.
Me
and all
too.
of
I
that
don't work
kind of
two and
stuff.
three jobs
So
at a time.
it's
Show
so
don't.
many different aspects that I could relate to and see. I
Mhm.
could see it from being a young teenager, and then I can also see it from being a mom of a, you know, teenage boy that's growing into a man and all of that type of aspect of it. Definitely a classic, a blueprint for the majority of movies that we got through the 80s and 90s to this day. And
Mm-hmm. And
so,
this is
yeah,
from the 70s.
exactly. So of course, we had people that wasn't, big celebrities at the time that they did this movie, but are
Mm-hmm.
still well known to this day that went on to
A,
do countless movies and TV shows that we love,
a lot of
like Laura.
firsts. Yes.
Like Lawrence Hilton that played Cochise, Preach,
Mm-hmm.
of course,
Lawrence Hilton
Glenn
Jacobs.
Thurman,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
um, Garrett Morris and Stephen Williams, Jackie Taylor, who after she did this movie, I think she played Johnny May in the movie. She actually got inspired and influenced, and through her experience, she used it to launch the Chicago Black Ensemble Theater that I know was still going to like around 2016, 2017. I don't know if it's still open today. You know, a lot of changes happened after COVID as well, but I thought that was amazing.
Hmm.
And then when it comes to Stone and Robert, unfortunately, their
Yeah,
story was kind of bad, like in real life, but they
yeah.
weren't actors. They were
No,
like just,
they
They were
people
actual
that was
gang
no,
members.
they were actually
right. And
gang
they
members.
got
Yeah,
them. And that kind of remind me of The
yeah,
Wire
from
because,
Chicago. Yeah,
right, a lot of,
yeah.
they did the same thing when it came to The Wire, but in their real life,
Oh, it was
they were best
tragic.
friends. And then Norman, who played Robert, actually, was unalived in a corner, stick up. And then Robert ended up, I mean, Stone, I should say, end up getting like 8 years in prison for armed robbery.
Hmm.
So, and then the actual Eric Monty that wrote it based off of his personal experiences. And then, Michael Schultz is the one that directed it. But
Yeah.
a shout out to Book Diva because she actually left a comment saying that, the writer Eric Monty and his story is so intriguing. And she says there's
Oh,
something
he got
on
screwed.
on
Yeah,
He did.
we
YouTube
could do a
called
whole
Unseen.
We
hour
could do
thing
a
on
whole
him.
hour on
On
him.
Right.
him because I got a oh yeah, I mean he a whole
So
bunch of
she
I've
was
done a lot of
telling me
research on this
to
dude.
check out something called Unseen, an interview that was done in 2006, and that is
Absolutely,
on
it's
YouTube. So
Mhm.
fantastic.
anybody that's
Yeah.
interested in that,
Hmm.
check it out. And of course, we know it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday became like the big classic with Boys to Men. But it was originally performed by G.C. Cameron. The music was by Freddie Perrin, and the
Mhm.
lyrics was by Christine Yorin. And we like the soundtrack alone is
It's
crazy,
fabulous,
right?
fabulous. Yeah.
And this was uncredited, the soundtrack, but we got the Supremes, the Four Tops, Martha, and the Mandels, Marvelettes, Miracle, Smokey Robinson, Mary Wells,
A
Temptation,
lot of popular
Stevie Wonder.
music.
So I
Everybody,
was like, wow, the fact
everybody and
that it
their
was
mama was in this
uncredited.
on that soundtrack.
Yes,
Everybody was on
Exactly.
that
That
soundtrack.
was
it
a good
Everybody from Motown.
soundtrack. That
hmm
was an actual good
If we
soundtrack
ever
that
do a
brought a
show
lot of
on
nostalgia.
soundtracks, that would be the one.
right,
Yes,
yes.
yes,
So
yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. I just wanted to share those little things with y'all.
Oh, and also, did you notice that Robert Townsend was in?
Yes,
He
he
was
was
just
the
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
basketball
young
yeah.
player.
He ain't
Yep.
young
had
Robert
no he ain't really had
Townsend.
no major role, but he was
Yes.
just I think that was his first acting.
That was his first
Yes.
acting role. It
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It was. It was. So okay, well let's talk, since we starting, let's go to the beginning
Ooh,
where
ooh.
where
Ooh,
we see them
love some Glenn Turman.
where it's just the nostalgia with this, with them joking
hmm
and him saying, "Your mama like it," because
Hmm.
he was
Hmm.
calling. He's like, "No wonder you can't get no girls." He was like, "Your mama like it."
Right.
But I like the fact that they snuck out of school and
hmm
Breach
And
was
I've
the
done it.
brains of the bunch
Hmm.
Right.
as far as getting them out of school, faking Pooter with a nosebleed, and them riding the back of the bus. This, even though this is Chicago, this is something you saw in New York
That's
back in the
everywhere.
day.
I
Yes.
think
Back
every
in the day,
urban
Absolutely.
city,
well, I say any hood USA, so I'll say that.
yeah,
hmm
any urban city around the USA. I don't care if you probably was living in Hawaii in the hood. They did this. I'm sure they did
Mhm.
this everywhere.
Right.
This is not just a
Mhm.
Chicago thing.
hmm
They did this everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's,
Okay. RC said it's funny. I just watched Jackson 5 with Lawrence Hilton Jacobs in it, playing the great Joe
hmm
oh,
Jackson.
and he did
Yeah.
a fabulous job doing that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, he said he even got collections. I got 70 Black Plus Station movies. I have it, but I do need to watch it again. You need to stay on
Yes.
board with us, RC, because we
Yes.
once a
Yes.
month we're doing um a vote for you guys to
hmm
pick what movie we do. Even
I
though
want to
they're
do some
on the
more.
list, it's gonna be whatever order they fall in by the vote. So don't think
Right.
because you're picking it, one is not gonna get done. They will all
hmm
get done, and then we come back and
Some
group
black
up again with
exploitation
that.
would be great. Like some
Yes.
coffee or
Right.
Foxy Brown or something like that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those would be great. Yeah.
All right. So look, I'm gonna show something, and then we're gonna talk about it in a whole. Okay. So y'all
Okay.
ready?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Y'all ready for the first clip?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Y'all ready?
I mean, Huda always got the short end of the stick.
Yes.
He always got the. I mean, look, they hustled their way into the zoo in the first place. They
Uh-huh.
and but then this whole thing was funny. Who in the world gonna mess with people still do this. They go and mess with the animals in the zoo and all that.
Absolutely.
I mean, especially white folk would do it. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you see them videos all the time. And then when they get attacked, people want to hurt the animal, but the animal just being an animal. That's what animals.
Right,
Exactly. How you
exactly.
gonna
You know,
get
yeah,
mad?
no, no. And I've been to the zoo many times. I don't fool with the animals up in there. Yeah.
You
Hmm.
know what the funniest part was? The train when they said, "Ain't nobody gonna know you got hit with
Oh,
grenades."
and
And
I
then
know he was
look at the
thinking.
lady holding her nose.
I know he was thinking. I
No,
know.
he cleared out the train.
Woo. I mean, it looked like a big wad of mud on him. It was crazy.
Yes. Oh God, I would have been moving too. And he talking
Me
about ain't
too.
nobody gonna know.
Oh my god! And then you got Dorothy over here with her loud mouth. She a loud mouth.
Okay, so
Mhm.
Dorothy, she was talking about what she's gonna do tonight, and what was the thing that what kind of party was she having, y'all?
The quarter party.
All right, Inga,
Yeah.
break down the quarter party to
Oh,
people
the
who
quarter
do
party.
not
I'm telling you,
know.
I've been to
Yes.
many house parties, and we had to pay a little something to get in,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe bring our own little thing. I've been to many little house parties. The house parties was the thing. Your mama wasn't home, or
Right.
somebody's mama, grandmama, or somebody wasn't home, and you sneak
Hmm.
your friends up in the basement or in the house, and you got to hurry up and get them out of there.
Yeah,
And speaking
absolutely.
of that break front, that fight broke out.
Okay, it's a good thing I ain't have it as a tribute, but keep
Oh,
going.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Now
sorry.
keep
I'm sorry.
going. You
I was
good. You
saying,
good.
I was I don't have one now, but we had one when I was growing up. And, with that's the special china that
That's
you
what
can't
all the
you
Uh-huh.
chicks
can't
have
use that.
though. Every
Absolutely.
Tamika, you
almost a
can't
lot.
use that unless it's like a
That's
holiday or
right.
company coming over. You wasn't even. Matter of fact, I used to have to polish all that stuff. Polish the silver with my mother.
Hmm.
Polish all that stuff down. Man, if you was leaning or touching on the brake front, man, you
Yeah,
got the
I actually broke my mother's daggone glass on her thing one day while she
Mm-hmm.
was at work and I was partying. So I had a good party experience
You
where a
had a
lot of
Cooley
people
High
hooked up.
party with a break
Actually,
front down.
somebody got married later in life that's still married to this day from one of my parties. But then I had the other side where it went terribly wrong.
yes, yes. So exactly. So you can relate to that fight
Yes.
breaking out in that party. You know
All
what I'm
Hmm.
right.
saying? So yeah, I love that party scene. That was
Hmm.
that brought
Okay,
back
but before
memories.
we get to the party scene, because she was explaining the party, we got to go
Yeah.
to your spot, Martha's spot, right?
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
Martha. Yeah, they're gonna make
So,
your
this is where this is the first time we see Stone and Robin, right?
yes,
So basically, they don't seem like any real bad guys. They shooting dice. They just the
Hmm.
just doing
average
what just
homeboys
hanging
in the
out.
neighborhood, right?
That's right. That's hanging
And
out.
and I like the fact this is when our people used to take care of each other.
Yes,
Hmm.
As
yes.
far as you see that they had a neighborhood hangout, people were respectful to their elders, and it was just all around good time, right?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
she tells them about the party. They saying they got that history test they gotta study for. And
Mm-hmm. And they ain't even been to class in so long. They wasn't gonna pass that history test.
no.
Right.
Only point that probably would
I've
have
been
passed
there.
was preach.
I've been
Hmm.
there. I have been there. Okay, I've been there, and then try to cram, copy your friend's work and all those little kind of stuff. And
Exactly.
you was not prepared because you've been fooling
Hmm.
around or cutting class, and I did that a lot of times too. So I know
Hmm.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember me and my girlfriend used to, oh Lord, cut school and just ride the trains, just ride the front of the
I've
train
done that
and look
before.
out
Yes.
I've
Yes.
done that before.
and
And
do
just
absolutely nothing.
they should do the
Lord of
same thing.
mercy.
I'm going to just hanging out. Yes, I've done the same thing. And ain't got nowhere to
Hmm.
go. Really, you just hanging in the street. You know what I mean? You trying to find a place to go that you won't get caught.
Exactly.
Because back in the day, we all three of us are old enough to remember. They used to have truant officers.
Yeah.
Used to be in the street.
And they
Exactly.
used
Ducking
to
and
chase you when
dodging
you go
for
back
the
to
truant
school.
officers. Yeah, they don't
Hmm.
have that no more. I don't think
That's
they
a
give a
fact.
damn about these
School
kids coming
safety
to
was the
school now.
last. That was the last of them.
Hmm.
Because I remember some of them used to be like, "Yo, I don't know why you walking. You better run." They used to tell you to run.
Yes,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
remember that.
They don't care about. I don't
School
think they care
safety
about
don't
these
even
Yeah, it
do
was
all of
one
that
in my
anymore.
neighborhood. I think his name was Watson, if I remember correctly. Everybody knew him, and they would be like, "Watson is coming." You would be
yeah,
out.
All right, so
yeah.
Antonio said, "Preach ain't have to study. Dude was just naturally smart, but got caught up with the wrong people, just
Absolutely,
like real
That's
life
true.
situations."
absolutely,
Exactly.
Hmm.
absolutely.
What
Yeah.
up, support gaming?
Exactly, and it is people like that,
There's people
definitely.
like that. My older
Hmm.
sister's like that. She could not study and then go take a
Hmm.
test and pass. So
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take a look at the next clip. Let me see. We're gonna take a look at the next clip. Okay, this is where we find out that Cochise gets his. Well, we'll start at the top. Now these
Hmm.
two girls, it's
yes,
back in the day they making out in the hallway,
who didn't do that? Come
but
on.
preach girl ain't trying to give nothing up,
Right.
and
What was
he
her
and
name again?
I,
A
and
pre.
who remembers her name? Put it in the chat if
Oh
you
Yeah,
my
I don't
remember the
goodness!
even
It just
name.
remember her
started like
name. I ain't
I
gonna
just
lie to
did it
y'all.
like 30 minutes ago too. I can't remember the girl's name.
I was looking up the cast. I had it
Oh my
on
goodness.
deck too, y'all.
Yeah, she wasn't. No, she wasn't trying to give it up. But the other girl was
Mhm.
like, "Come on,
I look. I know she's like, I'll do it if she do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he was
Man,
like,
please.
nah, you gotta get her out of here. She ruining my action.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So she leaves. He
You
goes
going to an
home.
apartment building, and you up in
Hmm.
the yeah, please.
They
Everybody
up in the
done
hallway
this.
making out. And this look like this is just some random place. This is where nobody
Yeah, I don't know that
lives.
girl name. Though. I can't remember.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I mean they was really like with the all in the bra and in the underwear and everything
Okay,
out in
the
the open. They
first girl
wasn't
was
far from
The
the door.
girl
I
with
said, "Well,
the
I
girl
give
with
my
her
kids."
bra showing is Johnny May.
Okay, that's Johnny Man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
Johnny
was
May.
like,
The
all right,
other
I
No,
give my
it
Nah,
kids to the
wasn't
Brenda's the
Brent.
door.
light skinned girl,
No, no,
RC.
it wasn't. It
No,
wasn't Brenda. It
no, that was
wasn't
yeah, that's
Dorothy,
not
and it
Brenda.
wasn't Brenda.
Yeah.
Nah. It was
Um,
Brenda's the light skinned girl.
Right.
Brenda,
Mm-hmm.
light skinned girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
Johnny May is the one with the bra showing.
Johnny May was one of the bride. I forgot the other.
Okay, so do y'all remember his I think this is his
Oh
uncle
man,
down here.
yeah.
Coach. What was the uncle's name?
Uh, Johnny or something. Wait a minute.
He said, "Now you know I need these clothes to work in." She's like, "You ain't lived
Yeah,
a
yeah.
day
He
in
was a
your
pimp,
life."
a hustler. Yeah,
Yes.
a
He's like,
con
"Now I
artist.
need these clothes to work
And
in."
when we get to his scenes, it was hilarious. Um,
Anybody got it?
I just seen the thing 30 minutes
Hey
ago, but
Samara, hey Savannah.
oh my goodness.
She
And
said
that was
horse track.
Johnny. I know it
Wrong
was like John,
show.
Uncle Johnny or something. Johnny Mac, Johnny something like that. I think it was
Jimmy Mack or something
Jimmy
like that.
Jimmy
Lee.
I
Mac.
think his name was
Jimmy
Jimmy
Mac.
Mack.
Jimmy
Oh,
Mac.
okay.
Jimmy Mac. That's it.
All
Jimmy Mac.
right, so let me go to I'm gonna go to the let me see.
Yeah,
Okay, this
Jimmy.
is the trivia question. I'm gonna say it because everybody should know the answer. Where did Cochise find his college acceptance letter?
Oh Lord, I know.
Oh
Okay, put it
yeah,
in the
I know
chat,
too.
ladies.
I put
People in the chat, type it up. Let me see if y'all know where he found his college acceptance letter. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. That's the clock.
me and Tamika fast fingers. Yeah.
They already got it.
Mm.
Antonio got it. The toilet. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
All
that was
right.
I was like, what the heck? A daggone baby.
I know.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, it was so many people in that daggone apartment,
I
and
know.
she wasn't, Aunt Martha. What not Martha? What was her name? What was the aunt name? I forgot her name.
I
Man.
forgot her name.
Yeah.
Hold up.
I hate when I can't remember something like that. She wasn't watching the Aunt Mary or something. Wasn't it Mary? I forgot
Okay,
her
yeah,
name.
his name was Jimmy Lee.
Jimmy
Oh,
Lee.
I said
Yeah,
Jimmy
Jimmy
Lee. I
Mack.
thought I
You
was
had it
I
right.
talking
You
about
wrong.
had
some
it
Jimmy
right,
Mack.
Tamika. I thought it was
Jimmy
Jimmy
Lee.
Mack.
Jimmy Lee. And what was it? Was it Aunt Mary?
Um
Come on, I know Tamika now.
No, it's not
Esther.
Esther.
I don't remember half these names.
I
I ain't
forgot
gonna
the
lie to
name
y'all.
now.
I ain't get no sleep, and I was up watching it early this morning to refresh my memory. Oh God, was it Mary? I don't even know. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
All right, so I can't see it in the cast as far as the cast. All right. All right, so I'm going to the next thing. Before we get there, this is the finish the line question for tonight. Y'all, I mean for this afternoon. This is our next segment. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Finish the line. All right, so finish the line. This is question number one. Type it in the chat, ladies. Type it in the chat for my people in the chat. The subscribers, type it in the chat, y'all. Let me see who's got it. This is for what is the next line? Nobody got it yet? Y'all see what he's doing, right? All right. Let me see if anybody got it. Okay. Kimmy Curls got it. Ew. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the brothers who ain't here.
Yeah, gotta pour a little out for the brothers that ain't here no more.
All right. And moving on to the next little thing. Now, they have this little party, right? They have this party, and it's the quarter party. What's her name that's going in with this that was working the door? I forgot. It's her house. We just said her name.
Lucy.
Am I on mute? Where Inga? I ain't bring her
Inga.
back up.
Oh,
Inga.
there I go. Yeah, I got kicked out and my internet was freezing up.
Oh, okay. Cause I'm like, I know I ain't kick her out last night. I kicked
No,
somebody out
that was
by
no,
accident.
it was on me. My screen got froze or something, so I had to log back in. Oh, her name was Dorothy.
So Dorothy has a quarter party, and now this
Hmm.
is where we see Brenda for the second time.
And wait a minute, before we move on,
Mm-hmm.
Dorothy's boyfriend, he was an a-hole. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, try not to go too
I ain't gonna
far because
say
I
no
got
more.
another finish the
That's it. I
line.
don't say no more. But he got on my last nerve.
Mm-hmm. And you know, she ain't want to let him in that party, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look, I got another. These are the two finish the lines I got so far. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do another one for y'all. Okay, y'all ready?
Okay.
Finish the line. Okay, this is the second one, y'all. Speaking of him, I came here to have a good time like everybody else. What was his next line?
Oh.
Type it in the chat. Come on, we just talked about it. What kind of party it was? So you know, I'm trying to give y'all a little hinty hint. Let me give them a couple of minutes to answer. I came here to have a good time like everybody else. What was his
Oh,
next line
oh
after she
man.
told him he come here and he start fights and she didn't want to let him in?
Yeah, the Damon was always causing problems.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Y'all
remember.
give up?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Y'all give up?
Oh,
It's
wait a
not
minute.
gonna let me in.
Oh, okay.
Type it in.
Tamika said something, but
Okay, let me see it.
I don't.
Yep, we're close to it. You close to it, Tamika. But this was the line. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Take this quarter.
Okay.
okay. I know. Okay.
Yeah, he
And
said that with an attitude.
Like
exactly.
I can't
Yeah,
have a
he
good
was
time like everybody else.
he
Take
was
this
like a
quarter.
neighborhood bully.
He
Mm-hmm.
was.
And
Kimmy
a
said,
quarter
"Man, I forgot."
And a quarter was something for that time because
Yeah,
this was supposed to be
that
in
to
the
Mhm.
me
'60s at the
that was a
time.
lot of money. But Cochise and at this party, Cochise and Preach made a bet about Brenda for $1. So
Right.
that was a lot too
Oh, a
Mhm.
back
dollar was
then.
a lot for this. In the night, it was like 65. That was the time
Mm-hmm.
frame, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, that was a lot of money. They ain't had no
Mhm.
Right.
jobs or nothing, so
Right.
$1
No.
was a lot.
And going back to the scene with for the brothers who ain't here, Preach let them know. He said, he said, I can be more than a factory worker or a football player.
Right.
Exactly.
He
Yeah.
said, but y'all are too dumb to know because they was teasing him about his poetry.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the next clip and then we're gonna elaborate on it, okay?
Okay.
Mhm.
Not the China. Oh no, not the China cabinet. Oh my
Oh
God,
God.
that thing broke in two pieces. I mean,
Yes.
I remember that
They
top part, and
tore
then you
that
had that
place up.
bottom half.
Oh, when she
Mhm.
went crazy when it broke, cause
Oh
she
my
know
Yes.
she was gonna
God.
get in trouble,
Yep.
man.
Okay,
What
so
up,
Mhm.
God
Tamika,
King Conscious?
Tamika, when your mother's thing broke, what she say when you?
She was pissed. I had to call her at work and tell her. I was like, "Oh God, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it when she get home."
I know, I know, I know.
I was one
Yes.
of them culprits, and I try to put Ish back together, and then
Me
when they
too.
get in
I
there,
used to do stuff
they don't
dumb.
know how it happened. They
I used
just
to do
touch it,
dumb
and then
stuff
they
like
fall
that,
apart. They be like, "Well,
trying to
how the
glue
heck
something
this
back together.
happened?"
Right.
Trying to get some crazy glue, and it looks stupid too. It looked like it's there. Or
Like, I don't
hiding it,
know
but
what
you can't
happened.
hide that.
Look, I
Right.
ain't break it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, so
I know her mouth
okay,
was so
go.
into her tail.
Look,
Yes.
I want to talk about her again, Johnny May.
Yeah.
Why did she have the attitude? Do y'all
Because
remember why?
yeah, Coach East came into the party, and all the girls was swarming over him because he was a high school basketball
Mhm.
star. Everybody in
Right.
the neighborhood knew him. He was
Mhm.
like a neighborhood celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So,
Remember, they was looking for slow records, so
Mhm.
mm-hmm,
she thought she was gonna slow dance with him.
mm-hmm. It ain't nothing like
He they picked a good record. She said, "Yeah, this is a good record."
you
He
can't
gave
have
her
Mhm.
a
no house
kiss.
party and not put no slow jams on.
Right.
Yeah. You
Look,
don't want to just dance all night and be all sweaty. No, you need to put after a while you gotta slow it down and put the
mm-hmm,
slow jams on and find somebody to snuggle up with at the party.
Right,
exactly.
Kimmy and Buck Diva. They definitely was still. She said her mama was still paying on that.
Exactly, because back then that we had layaway, y'all. For
Exactly.
those that don't remember, we had layaway, and your parents
Uh,
was always putting something on the layaway. Your
absolutely.
school clothes or the
Mhm.
furniture, everything
Mm-hmm.
was on layaway. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Your Christmas gifts,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
everything. Yeah.
Everything. I mean,
Mhm.
Target used to do it at one time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find places to do a layaway now if you can find
Mhm.
Yep. All right. So
it. Read RC's comment.
okay, hold on. I'm going back to the comments. And then Tamika, I want you to give us your next fun fact, okay?
That was pretty much
You
it.
don't have a
That's all.
I thought okay. Sometimes the anticipation of getting a whooping is almost as bad as the actual whooping. You
Yes,
ain't
Yes,
lying,
it
yo.
yes.
is.
When you sitting around
It
all
sure
day
is.
thinking
That's a
about it,
Somebody
fact.
going, look, I'm gonna beat you behind when you get home.
especially when you know you got
Mhm.
to come home, you
Yes.
dragging your feet to come home.
Yeah.
You know, mm.
So my next question is hold up, let me go to my next question is after the fight broke out, they left the party, right?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Oh, you know
Yes.
what? Let me stick to where I'm at. They leave the party,
Hmm.
but then they get mixed up with Stone
They,
and Robin.
they stand on the corner,
Mhm.
Exactly. They
drink a
was
little liquor and
eh,
singing little
singing
doo
they
wop.
little songs,
Right.
they doo
Mhm.
wop
with,
songs.
with, with a Pooter. Should do be do do.
They was mad at him because he messed up the song.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is hold on, I'm just trying to get everything together. There is another fun fact though. This um this movie was the how can I
Oh,
say, was basically the catalyst to two sitcoms.
yeah, I was just gonna
Two
say that.
sitcoms
Yeah.
and one of them, two sitcoms and another series. If you can name the three shows that they were in, put it in the chat, y'all. The three shows that is connected with the movie Cooley High that birthed two sitcoms and a drama. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Do y'all know?
We got some answers coming
We
in.
got
Hey,
some answers
Daria, you
coming
watching from
in.
Facebook? Thank
I
you.
got
Hit the
two
like.
of them.
It's funny because we was just having a conversation in Discord the other night about so many shows that had spin-offs and other shows that came from it, and it was a bunch, and we was going down the rabbit hole. I was like, yeah, wasn't, I forgot about that. There's a lot.
Savannah be killing me.
Wait,
Yes.
let me see what they got so far. Okay, I wouldn't say the White Shadow.
But that was in L.A. I don't think it. I don't think
Yeah,
it had.
but the White, no, they was in Chicago. Remember, the guy played for the Chicago Bulls, but it didn't come from that.
Yeah,
What's
Mhm.
happening is one of them.
absolutely.
Good Times is the other one, and y'all
Yeah.
know what the last one is?
Well, he was also from the documentary I saw. Eric Monty also was behind the idea of Sanford and Son as well.
Yeah, but
Um,
oh, somebody said Room 222. No, it's what's happening. Good Times, but I want to say Good Times was already out when this was on. Good
but
Times
yeah,
was already out.
um, well, mm, Good Time
He
started
was a writer
1960.
for it though.
Yeah, he was the
Yeah,
creator.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
was the
he was the
creator.
creator.
So
Yeah.
we'll say
Hmm.
Mhm.
we'll say Good Times. I didn't. I showed it. He said I skipped it. No, I showed it.
And the real
Yeah.
Michael Evans was Lionel from the Jeffersons. He was
Exactly.
also a creator of Good Time.
Mhm.
Okay, the other show that they did kind of get their idea was 21 Jump Street, y'all. So
Okay.
I'll show you the scene in a minute. That was with that.
Okay.
I did show the fight again. I'll show the fight one more time.
Hmm.
How you ain't see the fight, Suburbia?
Yeah, I don't know how you missed the fight.
Oh
We
yeah,
was
we
just
saw the
laughing
fight.
about
Yeah.
that.
Not only that China cabinet, but then the whole bedroom door got caved in. You know,
Yeah. We
threw
just
her
had a
out.
whole conversation about that. I don't know how you missed that one.
Yeah, her. I don't know how in the world she was gonna tell her mother. I mean, how that was yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-mm-mm.
All you saw was her legs.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, she was daunted, but
Child, I probably would have ran away from home.
me too. Me too. I've been so scared. Oh, my father
Mm-mm-mm.
would have tore into me. I'd have tore up the house like that, taking all the dishes and everything. Oh Lord.
Mhm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Wait,
And
hold
so
on.
where we leave off at was Stone and Robert, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we left off
Mhm.
with
yeah.
Stone and Robert and how they came with the car
Mm-hmm.
to
And that was hilarious. That all that scene was
that
hilarious.
whole
Mhm.
scene was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought I had, oh wait, it's not here. Hold on.
Preach was acting like lying, acting like he always lied. He lied about
Mm-hmm.
everything. Lying that he could drive. Talking about he used to drive a rich white man's Maserati. He ain't know how to
Right.
drive. He didn't even know how to. Oh, it was just hilarious. And then when they hit those people,
Okay, wait, don't say
I ain't gonna
anything.
say
You
it. I
gotta
ain't gonna
hold
say
it
it. I'll let
because
y'all do it.
that I think that's one of my trivia
That's a
questions.
line that everybody say to this day.
Exactly. So that's why if you know it, since you said it, if you know it, put it in the chat. When they had wait, let me get the pictures up so y'all can see it, okay? So just give me a couple of seconds. Yo, I can't stop laughing at this, man.
It's hilarious. I'm telling you.
Because the nostalgia that it brings back is just like it's a fun movie, but then it brings you to tears because you get attached to these characters, and that's what I loved about it. That's
Yes.
what I liked about it, and it's just an all around movie, and
Mm-hmm.
it makes you enjoy. It makes you cherish friendship.
Right.
That's I say it like that.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely, yeah. And even if this wasn't your life, but you might know somebody like, especially in your family,
Right.
your cousins, your uncles,
Mm-hmm.
somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know somebody that's like this, you know.
Right.
Um, yeah, this it's a great movie.
All right, so I'm a here we go. Look,
Hmm.
this whole thing with them taking the car and him saying, "I used to drive for this witch whitey on the east side. I had a Maserati." He was like, "You
Yeah,
ain't drive no
he ain't know how to
Maserati,
drive. Probably ain't know how
man."
to ride a
He's like,
bicycle.
"I
He
knew him since he was 8. He ain't drive for no rich whitey on the."
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, when I was watching this movie, I was telling my son, I said, you know something? I've been in cars many times with people, you and your friends. I know that ain't their car, and it wasn't their mama's or somebody's car.
But that's why
I know
the other
these
two
cars was
guys did.
probably
That's why the
stolen
other three
cars,
didn't get in.
but as friends, we
Mm-hmm.
all jumped in, gone to the movies, gone bowling,
Yeah,
gone to the skating rink. We ain't know whose car it was. You know, ain't
Mm-hmm.
sure.
nobody want to stand there and catch the bus. So you like, oh, you got a car? Okay, we jump
Okay, we
Right.
go with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
in. So no, I done did that many times. Got in people. I ain't never stole a car, but I done got in cars that I'm sure Barbie
Like
was.
you ain't had
Hey,
no business being in there,
I
girl,
ain't had
right?
no, but no, I'm like 15, 16, 17, whatever, something like that.
Yes. So
Well, I'm gonna take that back. I said I ain't steal a car. I did take my mother and father's car. They wasn't home. I was trying to go somewhere real quick. I had to hurry and try to get that car back. I did. I was a teenager. I did do
nah,
that.
I would never
Me
be
and
that
my
bold to
sisters
touch
did
my
that all the
father's
time. We
car.
took the car a couple
My
of times.
father used to write the mileage down, yo. I would never dare touch my father's car.
Oh, okay, okay. Now I don't know if they was
Shoot.
doing
He
that. I
he would
can't.
have beat the brakes off me.
Yeah, we did. We did take the car. Like we might run to the store, come right back.
Shoot, I
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
would never, never, ever touch my daddy car.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Oh man. I had the question. I'm trying to find it. When they switch cars, okay, this is the question for the night. For the right now, what was the make and model? Well, don't even give me the model. Just give me the make of the car, y'all. What was the make of the car?
Oh, was that Cadillac?
Uh-huh. You were supposed to write it down, but you cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
He was like, no, and he said, now I know why people like the Cadillac. That's what Coach Cheese is saying.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-uh. Somebody, wait, hold on. Who said, yeah, that's a caddy. Yes, Book Ziva. Thank you for coming through. Yeah, my mom would have beat me senseless. Uh-huh. Nah, it's not an Oldsmobile, Monique.
Hmm.
It's a Cadillac.
Those cars would be so long back in the day. You turn the corner and the back end of the car still ain't came around the corner yet. Them cars was
Mm-hmm.
long back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you ain't had to have no seatbelt. Everybody, you can get about 10 people piled up in those cars.
Mm-hmm. You gonna have to sit on somebody's lap.
And I sure did. And because I'm always short, I will always let the
Said,
big taller people get in, and I can still
yeah, I would have to sit on somebody. You just sit
yeah.
on his lap. Sit on her lap.
Hmm.
Sit on their lap.
Many times. Yeah, because they ain't
Okay.
even had no babies in the car. It wasn't no car seats and all that stuff. You just baby just get in the car.
Mm-hmm. Whiplash. Whiplash.
Whiplash.
Whiplash.
People still say it to this day. That's a quote from everybody still say.
Yes, that is a quote from this movie.
Hmm.
But they end up getting away though. They got away, and they was all right until they went back to school Monday. Once they before they went back to school, they had an action-packed weekend this weekend
They did.
before
They did.
everything happened because they
Yeah,
even
this is a
got
fun
enough
weekend.
money. They
Yeah.
got enough money to go to this movie, and I'm gonna go to the clip next. Okay,
This
y'all
is a
ready?
fun week.
Y'all ready for the clip?
Yes.
Okay, this is how they schemed and scammed to get their money.
He said, "Move it, bitch."
Oh my goodness
She's like,
gracious.
"What you looking for?" I
Right.
ain't find it.
Filling her all up. Oh,
Yes, he
pretending
was
to
getting
be.
his little cheap thrills.
He was getting
Mm-mm-mm.
this. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like,
He
hey, what
said
you feeling for?
$8.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yes, that's the scene. That was the spot for the show 21 Jump Street. That's
Mm.
21 Jump Street, y'all. Thank you, Suburbia. He confirmed it. Okay, what's up, RC?
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I like to have laughs and stuff. With him going to this movie, Puda done got himself mixed up in in the middle of a gang fight,
Mm-hmm.
all because
Vice
he wanted to go
Lord.
back and get some more popcorn.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he was annoying. I was like, sit your ass down. He wasn't trying to sit down, and he in everybody's way. Everybody making out, trying
Mm-hmm.
to watch the movie. What was they watching? The Godzilla movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I used to be so scared of Godzilla, child.
yeah, I used to watch those movies. I
I
used to
would
watch the
watch those and
Godzilla.
then want to go sleep with my mother afterwards.
Yeah, I watched all the Creature of the Black Lagoon, Godzilla, all those stupid movies back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
And Damon comes to school one day with his shades on, and he was like, "Take them shades off." And then when he saw the
Mm-hmm.
black guy, he was like, "Put them back on."
Yes, his
and
eye was jacked up.
he said, "I'll bounce you up against these lockers. If you don't take those
Mm-hmm.
shades off."
Right.
See, this
Back
is
then, your teacher was like your parent.
there. You
And your
go.
teacher could correct you, and your parent wasn't gonna go up in there and get up in their face and nothing like that. They could
Yeah,
even,
he really cared about them and he
yeah,
kept
he
it
cared
real. He
about them.
was straight up with them. He ain't
Yeah,
play no games. Every time they thought they was getting over, he was like 2 steps ahead of them.
no, he was a great teacher. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. I like the fact that when they did get arrested, they came and
Yes,
got
he
them out of
did.
class,
He
auto
played the
theft.
captain on
Get
21 Jump Street. He
Mm-hmm.
played in a lot of things.
Yes.
exactly. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
I want to say one more thing about that movie. When that gang fight, they everybody was in their swing. If you even see women up in there fight, they
Hmm.
was
Yes,
throwing blows.
everybody was
They
getting
was
in there.
throwing they was
Okay.
throwing hands.
Okay. The
Hmm.
Everybody
trivia
in that fight.
question for tonight: what is the two gangs? Because I want to say it. I thought you was gonna blurt it out.
Oh no, I ain't gonna say.
Nah, just put it in the chat if you know.
Wait a minute.
If you guys remember the two crews that was going up against each other.
If I can spell it right, wait a
We
minute.
got 20 people in the building. Hit the like, hit the share. Put me up in that algorithm, y'all. And holla at your girl. Ew. So, anybody got the names? Let me see. Let me go to the private chat. I see you ladies wrote something. Okay, no.
I can't. I think of the other one. I mean, I know that I can't think of the other one right now. One of them I know, but let me see what other people saying.
I know them both. Um, nah, that wasn't one of them. I don't think so. Unless because I remember they was like GDs versus I know they was like disciples. And they
Yeah,
was like, you ain't say nothing, Camp. And they
disciples
all got up.
and I think it was the vice lords. Yeah,
Okay.
there was two of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
disciples and the vice lords. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those are the two. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What movie are we talking about? We are talking about Cooley High. Cooley High. Michael Ballantyne. Cooley High. Okay. This is Sunday's old school for the month. All right. So
Wait a minute. And y'all talked about the teacher. Y'all noticed that the detective and the teacher was up in the bathroom smoking on that little
they was
ooh
smoking a
wee.
ooh.
Ooh,
That was
smoking
the
on that little
homeboy.
ooh wee.
And he let them know. He was like, nah, these is good kids. They was
Mm-hmm.
just joyriding. And he was like, can you throw back the other two? He said, nah, I can't throw them back. They got a record.
Oh yeah, no, they was straight up. Yeah,
So
the mo-
it looks to them like they got snitched on, but they really didn't. The
it was the
teacher helped
teacher.
them. The
Yeah, who
teacher
helped
got
them.
them out.
It was yeah, but see, these kids,
No.
other kids don't see that. They just only thinking, oh, you out and I'm in, and everybody else up in this. So you must have
You
snitched.
must have said something, and he
Yeah.
didn't. They neither
Oh,
one of them said anything.
Tamika, you're on mute.
Yeah, Tamika, you on mute?
What you
Shoot,
say?
I didn't even realize it. No, I was saying that's how it typically would work. That's what somebody would think. Like they letting y'all out and they saying we gotta stay. So we already know it's them that snitched, but in all reality, it was actually the teacher that helped them out, and they didn't even know that until
They
after
didn't
Mm-mm.
even
the
know that.
fact.
Not
They
to
didn't
the
even
end.
find that out until
Yeah.
after to
Mm-hmm.
preach was talking to the teacher
That's right.
Right.
and
Yeah.
telling him how much he wasted his potential.
Right.
So moving on. So now these guys want to come after Stone and Robin.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the shots I got for now. I do got one more clip that we're gonna discuss. And I got a couple of other things. But anybody else wanna continue from there?
Let's see. After that, what happened after that?
After that, remember they went back to Martha's.
They went back to my girl Martha, and they was and that's when everybody started saying, "Oh, y'all snitched on Stone and Robin."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And they was
Yeah, and
like, no, we
also
didn't.
when Preach came home and he was seeing the letter, that his mom was working late and then she came in. I like that part. Like I was mentioning that a little bit
Oh,
in the beginning, as
yes,
far as her working 3 jobs, and he thought he
yes.
was gonna get over. Oh no, it's somebody else, not me. It's another
y'all ready for
somebody.
it? All
Yeah,
right.
stay line.
Mhm.
His ass stayed line. He just
He,
lie,
yes, he lied
lie.
so naturally, and she
Oh
was
my!
like, she
He's
saw
like,
through his
what's
And
he
bull.
the
doing?
look, the mother's so tired from working all them
Hmm.
jobs. Her wig was sitting on the side of her head. I mean, I mean, look, I done been there. I done been
Yes,
What's up,
yes.
Brillo? She
Hey,
said, what is
Brillo.
this? You in the bed with naked girls.
Exactly. She knew the whole breakdown, even though she been working all these different jobs. She's still paying attention, okay?
Because you know why he had his sisters.
Yeah, and his
Ooh,
little
I'm
sisters was
telling
telling.
mama.
Exactly. So she was like, you think you
there.
gonna get over? You think you smarter
He
than
said,
me? Go get
"Uh-uh,
that
that
belt.
wasn't me.
Right.
It's they got the wrong somebody. They got somebody else.
Mhm. And where's that
And then it
diesel? You
really
left there
took
with
the
naked
cake when
girls
she
up in the
was
room."
it really took the cake when she was waiting for him to go get the belt and she done dozed off because she's
Because
so
she tired
tired.
from working. And
Mm-hmm.
you go and if you go back and watch what's happening,
Hmm.
Mabel King was always working
Yes, yes,
as
yes.
a domestic worker, and she was tired, you
Yeah.
know,
Hmm.
and
Absolutely.
your feet hurting from standing up on your feet, So
Hmm.
I understand it.
And
Yeah,
he ended up, coming and giving her a kiss. I know he was like, whew,
I
thank
know.
God she fell asleep.
I know, right? When
Hmm.
she said go
Yeah,
get the belt, by the time he got back, she was knocked out.
yeah.
Right. Hmm. Absolutely.
And at that point, he too big for the belt because
Yeah, because he was even coming back, walking in, saying to her, like, Ma, I'm about to be 18 soon. Maybe it's time for me to just go ahead and get up out of here. But as he's walking to her and saying that, she done passed out.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we got a super chat.
Uh-oh. Thank you, Brillo. Thank you, Brillo. So I did find the picture of Robin Townsend,
Hmm.
y'all.
Yeah,
And Glenn Turman is just the best. We,
absolutely.
we have to do JD's Revenge.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
that
on the
movie
list
is
too. We got
wild.
so
That
many
is
on
on
the
the
list.
list.
It's
I
on
was
the
just
list.
talking with Brillo about that too. And that was one of
Brillo,
my
you doing
mom's
JD's
favorites.
Revenge with us
I
That movie
was,
is wild. It's funny
hmm
and
yeah.
sad and
at the
and
same
all of
time?
it. It's all yeah.
That
And
was my mom's
he's
favorite. I think
wonderful.
I still got that in here on VHS tape. She ran that in the ground. Okay.
Oh yeah, I got it on the DVD.
I saw that movie recent during the pandemic. Me and my brother watched that movie
Yeah,
Hmm.
I watch
because
it.
I
I
was
watch it
like,
every now and then. I watch it, still watch it every now and then. When I see it,
Hmm.
yeah, it's great. I love JD.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he said, "Let me in on that." You
Oh
know he got
yeah,
to
Hmm.
be
yeah,
there for JD's
yeah.
revenge.
JD Venge
I,
is
Yeah.
I
hilarious.
think when
Yeah,
we
he
start
did do
doing
it
the
last
black
year. Yeah, we was just
exploitation,
talking about that too.
when we start doing the black exploitations, I know Brilla's gonna come
I
through.
Yeah,
love
we
all
got
black
a
exploitation.
long
That's the
list.
thing.
I
I
got like
love all of them.
three
Yeah.
separate lists with a bunch of movies that I don't want to get to. It's just we was crazy busy, so now that is a little slower. Hopefully, we could get to a few more.
All right, it's
He said we did it last year.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
it's I got a couple of clips I want
Hmm.
to talk about.
Classic pack.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's when I first was like, oh, I ain't see that in a minute. My mother used to stay watching that.
I love Jay Z. But look,
Hmm.
everything Glenn Turman does, every show he's on, every movie he's in,
Yeah,
he's fabulous.
right.
Like he's
That's
just
why I was saying
he's
in the
one of our
beginning,
legends that Tamika you got to shine a light on because he
right,
is.
Yeah, who Garrett
exactly.
Morris?
Well, him
Yes,
Exactly.
because
too.
remember he
Well,
was on
him too. But
Martin.
I said Glenn Turman, but
Exactly.
Barry
That's
Boys
why
as
I
well.
was saying in the beginning when we started, some of y'all wasn't in here yet, but I was mentioning that so many legends came out of this that went on to do, countless other things that we know
Yeah.
them in different movies and TV shows. And it definitely is Glenn Thurman, then is like Gavin Morris,
Garrett
Stephen
Morris. I
Williams
mean, he's
Lawrence. So
still
they
in his.
went on to do so many things.
Garrett Morris. I still see him from time to time.
Right.
Pop up on something, and and
Hmm.
and he's like in his 80s, I think.
Still
Exactly.
doing
I
this.
believe he's
Um,
85 if I'm not mistaken.
and I do. I said this to my son today. I said I think that he hasn't gotten the just due or the respect
Mhm.
from Saturday Night Live that he should have
Mhm.
gotten
No, he didn't.
because he is
Mhm.
one of the original. He was the first
Yeah.
black person on Saturday Night Live,
Yup.
Mhm.
and the
And
very
they
first. And you
he's
hear about
Yes,
everybody
Rainy
else's
J,
career
also
blew up,
Aretha's
and his
husband.
didn't blow up like that.
he's
Yes.
overshadowed by Eddie Murphy, I
Yeah.
Oh,
believe.
yeah, I
Oh, it's
think
a
so.
lot of unsung. A lot. A lot.
Yeah, a lot of yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
Garrett Morris definitely shine a light on him.
Absolutely.
All right, I want to talk about this scene. We skipped over it, but Jimmy Lee was a scam
Oh
artist.
yes, we
So
haven't
we're
forget about
gonna talk
Jimmy
about.
Lee.
Look, we didn't talk about this.
Mhm.
And who wants to discuss it? Inga, go ahead. I know it's burning your mouth like hot sauce. Go ahead, talk about it.
Well, when Jamaica got something, she can go. I just love this character.
You could go. You could go.
So Jimmy Lee was a con artist, a scammer, a pimp. He was all of it, but he was hilarious. I, you know, and he conned this white man out of his money. What was it, about $20 or something?
Nah, it was more. It was a couple of because he
Oh,
thought he was he thought he was leaving his stash with
oh,
him. Because remember, the girl steal. I can't stop him from stealing,
I
man.
can't stop from
Look,
stealing. Yeah, let me hold the money.
look. I don't want to be taking you all over town, so I got these pictures, and you pick
Oh, he
which
was
one
so
you want to
stupid.
see.
This white man
Yes.
was so he wanted some of that chocolate so
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
bad. He wanted to go up into this apartment building, don't know
Mhm.
nothing about it. It looked creepy. I wouldn't have gone up in there. But when he
He
opened up,
wanted the cookie. That's why he went up
he
in
wanted
there.
that cookie. That's right.
Absolutely.
He wanted some of them chocolate chips. That's right.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, Michelle, we did
We
Claudine.
did
We've done quite a
Claudine.
few of these. We do them every fourth Sunday of the month. If y'all haven't seen any of our other ones, check it out. We did
oh,
Claudine.
mm-hmm.
We did Lady Sings the Blues. We did Sparkle. We did
Imitation of life.
which Imitation of Life. We've
Yeah.
done quite a few. I don't remember everything off the top of my head, but this is every fourth Sunday, and we got, of course, some more coming up. What we typically do is put a poll up, and however they fall in the poll is how we review it. So this was the first one because this scored the highest. Next up, I think, is either Mahogany or Which Way Is Up. I know
Yeah,
that's
one of
another
those
two
is
that's
up.
on the list, and then we also have Coffee up there. So y'all make sure y'all
We
come
got
back
to
for those.
we have to do the Pam Grier series.
Yes,
We got
Oh
to
yeah,
do
we
absolutely.
will.
all of them are her. Yeah,
Hmm.
she's fast. She just had a birthday too, Visa.
Yes.
Yeah, she's fabulous. But this
Hmm.
guy up here, he opened the door. He said, "What you want, honky?" It was
Right.
hilarious.
He
He
looked
was
Hmm.
scared. He was like, "Oh,
he turned
I'm
into
looking
Cats
for
with
her."
a Friendly Ghost, man. This guy
Hmm.
was scared.
Then he was like, "Oh, my money." He just realized it. He's like, "Yeah, I want you to put your money in this envelope because the girl
Hmm.
steal."
Right.
Oh my god!
Right.
I mean, that
Mm-mm-mm.
Jimmy Lee was something else. He was something. This whole scene was funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so anybody got anything else they wanna? I do got two more pictures, couple few more pictures that we talked about this. We
Hmm.
talked about them getting over. Okay,
Then we
this,
go back to Martha's.
that's where we going right now. We going back to Martha's, where we see preach about to get jammed up in a situation, about to get caught up in a situation now,
I feel bad for
and
them.
I felt bad for him too, because they were good kids. Other than that, they just got mixed up with the wrong. They had that chance when the rest of the guys was like, "Nah, I'm not going in there." They could have stayed back.
This
And
could
at
happen to
first, Preach didn't
anybody.
want to go. He didn't want to go, but then they was like, "What, you scared?" And then
I
that's
know.
what made him
I
go.
know. I know.
Yeah.
This could happen to anybody. We could be three teenage girls and commit
Hmm.
some other guys or girls, and we do the same thing. Get in the car, have a joyride. It's just they were just kids. They were just
Yep.
teenagers having
As
a good
you
time.
never know how
They
much
wasn't
that
criminals.
choice, that difference in saying yes or saying no, being like, nah, I'm going home, or yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stay is gonna make, right?
Hmm. Tamika, did you talk about the scam that Jimmy Lee did?
No, I felt like, Inga pretty much, I agree with her. The way that she broke it down, I mean, they was all trying to get ahead, however, different ways. True. Breach definitely was a good liar and scamming his own right too. He knew how to come up with different ideas and different ways, to make stuff work for
Well,
him and
if
get
you
away. And so,
when you grew up in when you grew up in the inner cities, like
mm-hmm,
all of us have. I grew up in D.C. area, y'all in
mm-hmm,
New York. You kind of know how to think quick on your feet,
right,
keep your head on the swivel. I'm out in the
exactly,
Hmm.
suburbs now, but don't think that my street smart still don't kick in
All right.
everywhere I go.
Talk about it.
mm-hmm,
Everywhere I go, and then
Talk
once
about it.
you have it for life.
right, absolutely,
So yeah, he learned from just his environment. You know.
mm-hmm.
Right. And I'm just trying to get the last group of pictures.
Yeah, Michelle, peer pressure, is whether you gonna fall to it or not. I ain't gonna lie, I would do my dirt, but I was the type that did my dirt, and then I would be like, okay, what time is it? Okay, when my mother get home, all right, y'all, I got it.
Yeah.
Peace. See you
Yeah.
later. I'm gonna
Yeah.
meet up
I
with
didn't get
y'all later.
arrested. I
I
didn't get
remember one
arrested or
time I
anything like
ran
that.
home and
Yeah,
I got
exactly.
home before my friend, and then her mother was looking for her. And I tried to come up with a lie, and I tried to go back and look for her and warn her, like, girl, your mother.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
Yeah.
I was not about to get it from my mother, honey. I was like, nah, I got to go.
I
And
hate to I hate to
I didn't
be
do
the
anything to
bearer
get
of bad
arrested.
news, but I was the one that they sent search parties for. Okay, I was the one that missed curfew. I was the
Oh,
one that got pulled in by my ponytail because
Mhm.
yeah.
I was missing curfew. I was
Yeah, I
that
missed
chick.
curfew. I skipped
Yeah, I
class.
miss curfew like
I skipped
maybe once
school a
or
lot of
twice. I
times.
ain't do it too often. And I tried to make up an excuse, child, all kind of crazy excuses. And my mother, father was like, really, that's the story you think we gonna believe?
They ain't believe that because they didn't did it. I mean, because
Exactly.
once you become a parent, when your kids tell you something, you don't even believe them to
Exactly.
react. So it's just,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I was the one. You were supposed to be in here at 11 o'clock. It's
Mhm.
11:20. Where were you?
Mhm.
And I kept on trying to use the same excuse all the time until they follow up on that stuff. Oh, I was
Right.
at my girlfriend house, my
Exactly.
so house until they call over there to the parents.
Yep.
We ain't seen Iggy. We ain't seen been over here.
Hmm.
You know, everybody done tried.
Absolutely.
All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Give me 1 second.
That's
I'm
what I
trying to.
said
And
is a
Tamika, I
movie
thought
that
that when I
everybody could
had my
relate
son, I said,
to.
"Oh, he ain't gonna pull no stuff on me."
All right. I got it. I'm trying to get it to come up, y'all.
Hmm.
All right. Can y'all still see me?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. I don't know what's going on with this thing. It's so slow tonight. It was like right now. It's so slow. I can't get the last group to come.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
StreamYard sometimes be doing that, and then every time they doing an update, that be happening too.
I,
Yeah, it was making my screen freeze up or something.
Hmm.
So
All right, so you know that Cochise met up with Jimmy Lee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when he met up with Jimmy Lee, he was like, I'm sorry, Preach met up with Jimmy Lee. He was like looking for Cochise to tell him that Stone and Robin is basically looking for him. He was gonna tell him that.
yes,
He was gonna tell him that Mr. Mason got them off.
yes,
But he
Yeah.
did he
yeah.
when he got there, something happened where like he didn't want to talk to him anymore. Do y'all remember what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember who was the culprit?
We can't remember the girl name.
Yeah. I
It
Yeah,
was the
she
one
did.
that was playing hard to
right.
get,
The one
but
that
You
was
know
playing
something?
hard to get. Yeah.
I'm more mad with her. No, no, I'm not. What I'm saying, I'm more mad with Coach Cheese because that's your homeboy. That's like your brother. She knows she what she did was wrong though, but Coach Cheese know he was wrong.
Yeah, I looked at it like that too, but I'm kind of 50-50 because I also looked at it like both of y'all just basically used to be trying to get these girls. Y'all would
uh-huh.
make bets on them. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't think he really took it in a way that's like, this is somebody serious that you really trying to get with or be with, because at this point you was kind of chasing after Brenda. So I mean, if she was down with it, then I guess he just thought it was okay. But then at the same time, he was looking all guilty and she was looking all
I mean,
guilty,
she
like
did
they
it for
knew that they
revenge,
did something wong. You know
She
what I
did it
mean?
for revenge because that
Tamika.
was
She did
after
it for
Right.
revenge.
that was
She was
after
mad because he was messing around with Brenda. So
Right.
Yup.
she like, I'm gonna get your ass. And that's what
Exactly.
she did it out of revenge.
She
Yes,
did it for out of
absolutely.
revenge.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And you're right. Coach Cheese might not thought nothing about it because he probably thought that Preach was with Brenda and not with
Right.
homegirl no more. So,
Hmm. And
yeah.
he
So
was so silly because how the heck you chasing down Brenda every minute and then you finally get with her and you all excited about it and you tell on your own self, oh, I'm gonna win this dollar.
exactly,
I said, is
that was
he kidding me?
stupid. That was so
Exactly.
stupid.
And
How do
to
you?
top
How do
it
you?
off, then he gets caught by his sisters in the bed with
Hmm.
her. Where they was
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
Oh, I'm
mhm. I mean, yeah. Hey, you ain't played them scenes.
nah, I
telling.
didn't play that because
Yeah,
I didn't.
well, him and Brenda, they was getting
It
down.
was
You
so
know.
many
Right.
clips I wanted to get y'all, but I had to like. I don't want to show the whole movie, so it's just like
Hmm.
I'm trying to be careful with certain stuff.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, he was
But
getting
this
down
was
with
a
Brenda.
good movie where it was so many good parts where you didn't
Right.
know what to choose from.
How do
Yeah.
you
So
snitch on
many
your
clips
own
on the
self?
clock that I didn't know what to choose from, and that's where I was with this, y'all.
Yeah.
So
How do
you
you
know how it
snitch on your
goes.
own self?
Yeah, that was crazy to
I
me.
was
He was so
secretly
excited
getting
and
it.
happy. She was feeling happy because he kept coming and bothering her. In the beginning, she was saying, "Get away from me." And
Exactly.
then
And
to know, she said, "That's what I'm worth, a dollar." You get a
A
dollar?
dollar.
but I think this here was when she started getting turned on to him
Oh,
Yes.
because
because
of
of the
the whole
poetry.
thing with him liking poetry and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
showed that he
Hmm.
was a different type of guy, and
Mhm.
and and,
Exactly.
and, and then when he said, "I'm gonna give that poem to you,"
Hmm.
that's that
I
make a
agree,
girl mad.
Suburbia. I agree, Suburbia.
Absolutely.
What's Like, wait, let me highlight Suburbia's comment.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hold on.
I enjoyed
Hmm.
it.
That was a beautiful love team between Brent. Yes, it was. It was
It
a
Yeah.
was.
beautiful. Yeah,
It
but
was.
I had to. It was tasteful too.
Yes,
It's
it
very
was.
tasteful. I
Exactly.
wish some of these other
Right.
TV shows would do that like that.
Yeah.
You know,
They
very
could
Mhm.
tasteful.
definitely take a page out of their book with how they did
Because
that.
Instead of
we know
showing
what
the
happened. We don't
animalistic
need to get all
side to it,
graphic with it. You know.
Right.
you know,
Hmm.
where they wham bam and thank
Yeah.
you, ma'am.
Because
Hmm.
this movie is definitely, like I was saying in the beginning, a blueprint for so many other things that we got. So, I mean, they already using a lot of the stuff from it. They might as well implement something like that in it as well.
Hmm.
Definitely. Oh, it's taking forever to load, y'all. I'm sorry.
I remember an interview I saw, an old interview of Tupac, and he
Hmm.
said that Cooley High was one of his
Oh,
favorite.
yes, yes,
Oh
yes.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, and he said it brought tears to his eyes
Yeah.
because everybody
Hmm.
can relate to in some shape, form, or fashion,
Right.
girls or
Absolutely.
to the guys in this story.
Hmm.
You know, it's just beautiful.
All
Yeah.
right, so when he gets back to Martha's place, Stone and Robert just get out and they come near, and
Mm-hmm.
Damon is there too, the one that got beat up by Cochise.
Right.
So he basically, hey, preach. When he tell him
Okay, I want to ask y'all: did y'all ever wear y'all hair like Brenda back in the day? Them little
no,
updos,
the
No,
up
I had a friend that always wore hers like that
like a
though.
French, like remember the French roll? The
Yes.
French roll.
that
Hmm.
I did the French
Yes.
I
roll.
used to do the French roll, yeah, when I had
Yes.
long hair. Yep.
Hmm.
And it take a long time to get that thing done right too.
Yes. I
Because
Yes,
used
a
to
lot of
sit and be waiting on
hairspray,
my girlfriend. Lord of mercy.
a lot of hairspray and gel, and
Hmm.
mm-hmm.
yeah, and your hair got to be straight. You can't have no little nappy hair. Yeah,
Hmm.
No, you can't.
your edges gotta be right.
Your edges and all of
Hmm.
that gotta be right. That was
That's
when
right.
all
Yeah.
you had was
Hmm.
jam
See,
and stuff back in the day.
LSW remember that French roll.
Absolutely.
That's right.
All right, let me see if I got this last
You
picture, and
might
then we're
spend
gonna do
hours
the
in the beauty
last clip,
parlor
and then
getting
we
your
pretty
hair done
much
like
out of
that.
here.
Hmm.
Okay, this is the last clip of I don't even.
Oh, it's been an hour already.
Yeah, it's an hour. This is the last clip, but I can't even get it right now. I'm so.
But yeah, he went to go back to Martha's,
Hmm.
and that's when she said, "Look, you know, well, I think he was telling her, right? Was
He
she
said,
telling?
"Look." He saw that they was there. He was like, "Look, I want you to meet me at the L in 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Meet
Yes,
me
yes.
there." And he
Mm-hmm.
wanted her to meet him there, and she said she was gonna meet him. She went and met
Exactly.
him. So this is. Let me see if I can get it this time. It should be here now because it's taking forever. My computer's slow today too.
Child, he ended up
I had to
running in
do.
the bathroom with that girl.
That's the
Yeah.
picture I'm
Oh yeah.
looking for. That's the
Oh
picture
yeah.
I'm looking
That
for.
girl was like, "Get out of
He's
here!"
like, "Get out,
I
turn
would have been.
around."
I don't blame her. I would have been screaming my head
Yes.
off
Oh,
too.
I would have had a fit.
She was
Me
like,
too.
"Get
And
out, get
look, she's sitting
out."
her that nasty, dirty toilet. She's sitting her whole backside on that toilet. She's sitting her whole butt on that
She was like,
toilet.
"Well, turn
Mm-mm-mm.
around. We'll turn around."
Right.
With her
She
little
was hitting him
Mm-mm-mm.
with the toilet brush.
Yes.
mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh man, I can't get the picture up, y'all. This is funny.
Child.
All right, well, we already talked
And
about
Martha
it.
was standing right outside the door with that meat cleaver.
Yeah, but she let him leave out that back door. I
She
was
did.
happy she
Yeah.
Right.
did
Because
that.
even though Martha just didn't play no stuff, she didn't take no stuff off
Mm-hmm.
them. You know what I mean? But yeah, she cared about them. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and it's good to have a little neighborhood spot. A lot of places you can't, they don't have, that don't exist no more.
It sure
Like,
don't.
you know, a little
Don't.
neighborhood spot where everybody can
Mm-mm.
go hang out and have
Right.
sodas and milkshakes and just dance.
Exactly.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got the last picture, y'all, and then we're gonna go to the last clip, and then we pretty much
Mm-mm-mm.
out of here, y'all. I apologize. Let me see if it'll come up now, cause I don't know why it's not coming up.
let's see where we at after that. So then he met her on the L,
Mm-hmm. He met her
and
on the L after
then
he
she
met her on
told
the.
him, yeah,
Oh, I know why I can't load
yeah,
it.
she told him about this, about this Stone and Robin situation. No, she said that
Mm-hmm.
Coach Chiefs was looking for him.
Yeah.
He was said later for Coach Chiefs, and they said,
Uh-huh.
yeah, what do he
And
want? And she
and
said,
she was
yeah,
like, "Well, when I told him that Stone and Robert came
he
in
went
and you
ran
left the
off.
way you ran off,
Hmm.
he worried, he took off running.
Yeah, looking for him. Yeah.
Yeah, so he took
Yeah.
off looking for
Because Coach
him.
Chiefs was going to protect him, and then he's trying to protect Coach Chiefs. So
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
And even though they had that moment because of that girl, they wasn't speaking. That's what messed it up. But this is
Hmm.
the part with the
Man,
girl
look at this bathroom. Look,
sitting in the
man,
toilet in that
the
bathroom.
toilet all broken in the back. It was wild.
She was like,
Yeah.
she
That
had a meat
bathroom
cleaver, LSW. She
look
had a
crazy.
cleaver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't no
Martha had a
kitchen knife. She had
cleaver,
a meat
y'all.
cleaver.
She
Yeah.
had that
Yeah,
meat cleaver
she was
chopping
in
up.
there
It looked like she
cooking
was
up
making
food.
oxtail
The
when she
probably
was in
oxtails
there.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is the last scene we're gonna cover because everybody says like the hardest part is the last part of the movie. I didn't take screenshots of the last thing because it's hard. Anywho, here's the last clip. Let's talk about it. That was sad.
Extremely.
Yeah, that was so heartbreaking because regardless of whether they argued or
I'm
not,
about to
they
say she
still
right
cared
here.
about each other and still was trying to, look out for each other. And I
Yep,
don't think
she
they meant to, unalive him. They
did.
just got
It
all
just happened.
crazy.
It just they got.
Yeah, and then they went off. I'm like, oh man, like I think everybody
Get the
gets
tissues out, everybody.
heartbroken when they see that part.
Whew. Yes. I mean,
Mm-mm-mm.
because his head hit that metal
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what it was.
and
yeah.
yeah. So, ooh.
He had
Hmm.
I
And the
guess.
thing is, he was going to go to college. He had,
Exactly. He
I mean, it
had
was
this
terrible.
acceptance letter and all of that. That's why I say, I think everybody can relate to this because, we all been kids, we've been young, we did dumb things,
And any little thing can
and
happen on
yeah,
an
and
accident.
I
Definitely.
remember being a teenager and a friend of mine, being unalived and having to go to their funeral and stuff. So it's like so many different things and aspects, whether it was, as a mom, as somebody growing up, I think we
That's,
all can just
that's
relate to the
Damon, was
story and the
that's
human
Yeah,
Damon,
part
he
of
wasn't
it.
was the one that gave him the final
it? I
blow.
couldn't stand Damon. I ain't never
Yeah.
liked him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, okay, let me ask y'all this: whose death was harder to see or deal with? Was it Cochise? He got the scholarship to go to college, or Ricky from Boys in the Hood who passed
Oh,
the SAT
They both
and
broke my
he
heart.
had a
they
baby.
I
those
He had
both
a
still
broke
am
my
not
baby.
the
heart.
same to this day. Okay.
Yeah,
I
those
mean,
both broke
Ricky
my
had a
heart.
baby, a little baby. He was going to
Yeah.
college, play football. He got the SAT, and then he gets shot in the back. Both of them
Yeah.
things is I don't know which one
Mhm.
is worse. I think they're both horrible,
Yeah. They're both
Hmm.
horrible.
are both horrible. And look,
Hmm.
and both could been from both movies could been avoidable. Like
Right.
it
Yeah,
didn't have to happen.
it was just
Yeah.
wrong bad decisions that they made by them getting in that car. To me, that was
Hmm.
like the catalyst of everything.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because Demon just wanted to
Definitely.
get back because he got embarrassed in front of all of them people at that party because he got his
Right.
behind hands into him.
Is Boys in the Hood
Hmm.
on our list?
Yes.
It is. I think
It
it
is
is.
Hmm.
okay. Yeah, they
Yeah.
both are sad. Yeah, they both.
Definitely.
I
And of
thought about
course,
that when I watched that. I said because I just watched Boys in the Hood recently,
hmm
and I was like that scene with Ricky said, and I said, remind me of this Cochise situation.
that's
Mm-hmm,
why I
You know,
mm-hmm.
said they all of those movies. This is the blueprint for it.
it's the blueprint for
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
yeah,
yes,
Yeah.
yes. You're absolutely
Definitely.
right.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
that just broke my heart. And then, of course, it's so hard to say
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
goodbye.
Oh, somebody
To
mentioned Sugar Hill. That was a
yesterday.
oh
bad one too.
Hmm.
yeah. Oh, Sugar hit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Coach Jesus was.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, I
then
think
we
both of them was hard, but I don't say one better than because they both got murdered. They both were teenage boys,
Mm-hmm.
young men. They had their future
hmm
was ahead of them, great things, and just out of something
hmm
real small, took their life.
just like that. And it always stuck out to me when the teacher, Mr. Mason, was
Mm-hmm.
going in on Preach, right before he ends up telling him that he was the one that had got them out,
Mm-hmm.
and was telling him, don't ask me for no more favors. He asked him, like, what do you want to do with your life? What are you gonna do? And he
Yeah,
says, I want to live forever. Like
yeah,
that was just as far as his mind went. You got
yeah.
one that could possibly be going away with this basketball scholarship. You got Preach that wants to be this writer,
Mm-hmm.
and boom, just like that, a life-changing event, because we ain't living forever. That's the reality. Nobody knows what they
And
gonna
in
have.
real life, if something like that happened to one of that was scars forever.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You would just always, I don't care how old you are, you will always remember your friend got killed. Oh, it
Right.
was something that was so
Trivial.
Absolutely.
trivial. Yeah, you know, they just
Absolutely.
assumed that they snitched, and they didn't snitch.
Yeah.
They just
And he
assumed
was trying to tell them that, but they didn't believe him.
they didn't believe. Yeah,
Nah, they
Yeah.
didn't believe him.
yeah. Did we got the funeral?
Nah, I didn't get that. I didn't
Oh
because
my
somebody said
god,
that.
that's why I put out the tissue.
I
I
didn't
know
want
we
to. I
gonna
didn't
Yes.
want to get too.
Yeah.
I
That's
didn't want to
when they
get
have
too.
like the funeral, and he just stayed over to the side. He didn't go down where everybody else was, and you seen
Yeah.
everybody, showed up, and they was
Yeah.
looking around at different times, like to see, whether he was there or not. And I
I think I
think,
think I think Puda might have saw him at
yeah,
the
he saw
end.
him at the
Oh,
last minute walking across to him.
Yep.
yes, absolutely.
And when he went over there, he started to read him a poem that he wrote, and he drank it and stuff. And he said, "I know you don't like poems, but I'm gonna read this anyway." And even with that, I'm a poetry writer. I'm always writing different poems about different. So I just related with so many different things of it. And then he was like, never mind, it don't rhyme." But what he said was so, heartfelt.
It
Like,
was
Yeah,
hard.
because
he
it
was,
was talking about all the good times they
All
had.
yes,
the good times he had. Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
And I like how they put at the end what
Oh,
the
yeah.
people were going to be doing. I mean, what
That's why
happened
I
to
didn't want to
them.
put the show the caption and all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like how they show what they did at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Stone and Robert, of course, what happened,
Yes.
their tragic story. And then
But
Yes.
how Damon become a sergeant in the army? I'm like,
exactly.
Right.
wait. I
He
was
should have
like
been
Yes.
kind of
locked
mad
up.
about that.
He should be
Mm-hmm.
in jail.
Yes, because
He
I
should
was like,
be
he should have been in jail.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Thank you,
Exactly.
And
Billy
Brenda
Buster, for
ended up
coming
getting
through.
married, having kids. I think lived in Georgia, something along the lines.
Yeah,
She was a
the
librarian,
Yeah,
she became
librarian.
librarian, and the other
Mm-hmm.
guy was wasn't he
a
part of the
factory worker,
Yeah,
Puda.
factory
he was a
worker.
factory worker, but
The
that the guy that Dorothy went out
he
with,
got taken out in a
he
it
was
was a
like a protest or something,
yeah
right?
protest.
Yeah.
He ended up
Hmm.
getting taken out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Preach did become a Hollywood screenwriter.
Yeah.
Which
All
happened to
right.
Eric Monty.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Hmm.
So that is our show for this evening. Thank you guys for coming out.
It
God
was great.
bless. What you got going on, Tamika, next on your channel?
Um, I think we're gonna be sliding through. Just call me EJ later today. Tomorrow is Yellow Jackets, and then uh child, I don't know. Keep y'all notifications
Yeah,
on. I don't even
your
remember. I know
notifications on because we're gonna be
we're
we
gonna be on
still
a
gonna
couple of
talk about
panels.
power because she didn't do
Yeah,
her
and
thing.
still
So we're
gonna
gonna
talk
be on
about
her channel
power
this
as
week.
well. And then Wednesday I'll be back with sisters because that's back. So, but keep y'all notifications on. We got a couple different panels and different things going on this week.
All right. Thank you
Thank
for
y'all for
coming out.
joining us. And I see some
Thank
people
y'all
join
for
from
having me.
Facebook. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit the like over there too.
All right. Thank you for coming out. God bless y'all and have a good night.
All right, y'all.